If you start a fight with these zodiac signs, they're gonna definitely finish it. But first we have Aries, of course, especially if there's an audience. Love teachable moments. Gemini. You're gonna laugh first because they once thought you were smart. And Virgo. You have to make the first move though. Virgo's not catching a charge.
I put my armor on, I'll show you that I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. And I win every single game.
You're a really bad influence. I mean, you cheat, you lie, you steal.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Where do you think I learned all this shit from?
Astrology version of the Hunger Games Part 6. Fourteenth death January Capricorn. 15th death August Virgo. Here are the signs still alive.
So I'm winning the race. Blast off, fast car, cool breeze in your face. Don't hate on me, bitch, stay in your place. You rap about an Audi too much. Because my Audi paid off, bitch, hush. Shut the fuck up. Right? She be yelling.
I keep it juicy, juicy. I eat that lunch, keep that booty, booty. She keep that bone,
You know work, I'm a robber, the banger. You got my heart and that's dangerous. But I fell in love with the street, and I fell asleep with the heat. Tell me, baby, don't lie to me. Would you really finna slide for me? Would you?
I am going to eat your soul and shit.
Thought you only murder boys.
I go both ways. I am a god. I am a god.
I don't say a word, but still you take my breath, and still the things I know. There you go, saving me from hell.
We don't talk about Bruno, but it was my wedding day. We were getting ready and there wasn't a cloud.
Excuse me, Crawfish Crunch, why you let baldhead Belinda sit in my seat at lunch today? Because you was taking so long to get out the lunch line. I can't help that mustache Martha was taking her good old precious time to put them green beans on my plate, her old self. You built like a green bean, and your scalp built like a brick wall when mama be over there brushing.
Face shots to the face, don't trip on your legs. Burn away all carbon beam, knock your legs off. Try to get away from me. Had to stand off. Hit him in the spine. Knock your dreads off. My orders called about it. I didn't name them random mouse. Thugging in my Reeboks. Ride with a G-Shock. I heard he shot. Turkles make a beatbox.
Goddamn girl, throw it on this, and I know you know it. You done me. Oh my, oh why? Shorty looks so goddamn fine.
Hi, welcome to Astrology Observations with Lucy Part 2. I feel like Leo moons and risings have like the best hair ever. It's like a mane and is really big and just beautiful. I've noticed that Aries, Taurus, and Capricorn Mercuries are known to have very deep voices. This is kind of a strange one, but I feel like Pisces Venuses, also Pisces Suns, really like alcohol. I feel like Gemini suns, Mercuries, and Venuses, they freely like to tell you that they love you, or they'll just text you random things just for fun. Also, Gemini Mars, they like to fabricate a lot of the truth in arguments. I feel like Aries moons, when they get really angry in an argument, they just burst into tears. I also have noticed that Cancers and Libras are known for having divorced parents. I hope you enjoyed. Like for part 3.
Alright, so in this video we're going to be talking about the first house, what it means if you have planets there, what it represents in your life. So let's get started. The first house is all about you, your personality, how people perceive you externally, how you look physically. Any planets that you have in the first house might be manifested through your personality. This is especially true if you have a planet conjunct your ascendant. Conjunct just means that they share the same degree or they're within a few degrees of each other. So let's look at a chart because it's easier to understand that way. This is my dog's chart. Again, I don't have an accurate time for her, but we're going to pretend like this is a person and it's an accurate chart. So if you don't know how to read one of these charts, this is your first house. It's always your first house. This little blue line right here is your ascendant. It's always going to be on the left side of the circle. This area here is always going to start your first house, and it's going to go around to meet your 12th house. So Pippi has two planets in her first house. She has Mars and Pluto in her first house. So this might mean that as a person, she has lots of Mars qualities or Pluto qualities in her personality. Mars is all about action, aggression. She is likely easily motivated to make decisions and doesn't spend too much time thinking about those decisions. It could also manifest itself in ways of being an angry person. Maybe she gets angry easily, but it's over quickly. It's a really intense anger done in 5 minutes. Having Pluto in her first house, in my opinion, is similar to having Scorpio rising. So she may like the idea of being mysterious, or she may relate heavily to taboo topics such as like sex, death, all of them. So like I said, whatever planets you have here in this first house will likely be important to who you are and your personality, your interests, and how people perceive you. She also has Capricorn in her first house, so you can look to what your ascendant is, what is in your first house, and that also says a lot about a person. So Capricorns are usually very responsible. They like the rules, they like boundaries, they're pretty grounded in what they want and what they want to do. So as you can imagine, someone with a Capricorn first house would likely be very different than someone with like a Leo or an Aries first house. Similarly, if someone had Venus here instead of Mars, or had the moon in their first house, they're going to be very different than someone like my dog who has Mars and Pluto in their first house.
On May 10th till October, Jupiter enters the sign Aries. This is a very fortunate time for Aries. The planet of luck and expansion and good fortune is showering Aries with their blessings. So this is a time for new adventures, going after what it is you want to get started. Plant the seeds for the life you want to grow. If you want to learn more, follow along.
Take me give me that pink slip of permission. This is all.
I've always liked to play with
Rite of passage, classic havoc, matching the guest stain. That's right, shit. Unstoppable, legendary animal.
Hi guys, I'm just wondering if you guys would ever like videos of me talking about moon signs. And if you already know your moon sign, please comment it down below. I would love to know yours. Mine is Sagittarius.
Hey, baby, I brought you in the back just to have a conversation. Really think you need some ventilation. Let's talk about you and me. Oh, I can't believe it. Ooh, she out on me.
So I want to know, why would you feel offended? Why is it tension with you?
Because of that one line that you said.
You never grew here, you flew here, and I flew here. Okay, so did you fly Delta? Oh, I just want to know.
Feels like I can't breathe.